everyone. Today we're going to talk about how to know when a spirit is around you. And this video is in response to a viewer who was having a hard time knowing whether or not there was spirit around her. When she feels spirit is around her, she has a hard time not being uncomfortable with it and knowing for sure whether it is them or not. So I thought this would be a great video for anybody else out there who's experiencing the same issues. So I do a lot of mediumship in my work, and the way I know that a spirit is around me is I start to feel different. My physical body feels different. Sometimes my heart starts to race, or I start to feel like I have anxiety. Sometimes I have a difficult time breathing, so I'm actually like almost gasping for air. And sometimes you get goosebumps, you might get the chills. Other people, they sometimes tell me that they just start to feel very jittery. Everybody's different, but a lot of people do have similar experiences. It just depends on how your physical body responds to the spirit energy when it's near it. The closer a spirit gets to your aura or into your aura or energy field, the more your physical body reacts to that. So that is why sometimes you might feel that anxiety feeling, or you'll sense those chills. Some people actually, they start to look over their shoulder because they know they're not alone, but they're not sure what that feeling is from. And that's how you can tell when spirit is near you on a physical level. The first thing I do is I ask them to step back. You know, you could say it out loud, or you could say it in your head to them telepathically. Either way, you want to tell them that they're too close, and that if they step back, maybe you'll be able to help them if you choose to. I ask them to back up a little, because if they're too close to me, then I'm not able to understand or hear what they're saying, or try to figure out what it is they need help with. For those of you who are mediums or work more on the medium level, that might help you a little bit if you're not already doing that. And for others who maybe are just starting to learn when a spirit is near them, the more you take control of your energy space, the easier it's going to be for you to be more calm about it and be okay with them being around you. The one thing you always want to remember is to own your space. You never let a spirit own it. So you control your energy. You never let a spirit control you. For some people, they're wondering if a spirit is around because they're seeing objects that have moved, or they hear footsteps, or they hear things dropping in other rooms. That's another way you can tell that there's spirit energies around you. Some of them try to interact on a physical level that way by manipulating the energy or manipulating objects. Sometimes you're hearing residual energy, which could be a spirit that passed away, or maybe they had a traumatic death, or maybe it was an area that they had a happy experience, and so the only thing you're constantly hearing or feeling is the actual imprint of that energy there. So it might not be an actual spirit, but it may be the energetic imprint of one that had originally been there. Sometimes I have to set boundaries for spirits. For instance, I like to keep my bedroom off limits because otherwise I can't sleep. So what I do is every night before I go to sleep, I just say, you can be in any other part of the house, but not in my bedroom when I'm trying to go to bed and trying to get a good night's rest. If I forget to do that, most often I'm woken up by some type of spirit there. So if you are somebody where they're very drawn to you, you definitely want to remember to tell them what areas are off limits, because that will help you out a little bit there. If you have a spirit that's bothering a certain family member, you can put boundaries on that as well. You can tell them to please stop scaring your child or bothering whoever, and just say, if it's they're scaring them, you could say, listen, you're frightening them. You can stay here, but please don't frighten them or scare them. Sometimes what spirits are doing is they're just trying to let you know they're there. They just want you to acknowledge that they're there, and they don't mean to be frightening. I always try to remember to tell people that if we were passed on and we were trying to communicate with one of our family members or someone to let them know we were there, we would be desperate to get their attention. So to try to think of it that way, where it's not necessarily always a scary experience. It's just a spirit so desperate to let you know that they're there. They just want to have an acknowledgement that you know that. Sometimes when you just say, okay, I know you're here, that actually calms down the activity, and it's a little bit easier for you to be able to be comfortable around them, or maybe get the information they want to give you. If you feel you have a negative energy around you and you'd like to have a little bit of extra protection, you can use a protection prayer to help that. I also use a white light protection prayer when I'm communicating with any spirits. So if you're somebody who's looking to practice that or working more on that, you definitely want to use a protection prayer. If a name pops in your head when you are feeling any spirit energy around you, most often it's that person, especially if it's a loved one. Some of you who have mediumship abilities, you actually may get specific names of energies that may have been in the house before you, or who may be around you that want you to know that they're there. Sometimes you may be feeling a spirit around you in your everyday life, but then you also have dreams of loved ones during that time as well. And most often those dreams aren't dreams at all, but they're actually a visitation from a loved one. They may want you to know that they're okay, or they may be trying to give you a specific message. My guidance is for you to journal whatever dreams you are having. So remember that the main thing is your physical body is going to respond to any spirit energy that's around it. You will feel odd sensations, sometimes you'll feel uncomfortable, but you're definitely going to have that knowing that something's there. If you're someone who has animals, you may be noticing your animals are looking up into the corner of the room, or that they're uncomfortable with going in a room, or that they're barking or meowing at something. Animals are very sensitive to spirit energy, and they do see them. So hope this helps everybody who's wondering how to know when a spirit is around them. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video, subscribe, you can hit the bell notification, and you'll always know when I have another video coming up. If you have any questions regarding this topic, you can shoot me an email using the link below. You can also visit our social media pages, our website, the Amazon link for my book, Unlocking Your Sixth Sense, An Easy Guide to Psychic Development, is available there as well. Have an amazing day, everyone. Love, light, and happiness to you all.